Jay-Z says he's not P. Diddy's friend.
Wow. Now, let's look at that both ways.
Okay.
When Sean Carter said that him and Sean Combs were never friends, that could be looked at a couple different ways.
Okay.
On one way, it could be a mafia thing where we know we buddies, but I can't afford to catch none of your heat. So on camera, I'm gonna tell them I don't mess with you.
Right.
But off camera, we still brothers. Because I can't afford to go down. Because if I go down, Puff, who gonna finance you getting out? God forbid, if Puff go broke, he gonna need Jay to send him a life preserver. You feel me?
Right.
So Jay can't afford to go down because if they both go down, who can they go to get some money from? They two are the biggest out. Denzel ain't cut no check, he too clean. He ain't gonna touch it. You see what I'm saying? Right. So my thing is, it could be an undercover agreement. We're gonna act like we enemies in public, but I got your back in private. So I don't want to jump to conclusions. Now, if what he said is what it is, that's bad. Because everybody know y'all was homies. Everybody know y'all hung out. Everybody know there's a relationship there. But maybe they fell out before Puff got hit. You see what I'm saying? Maybe their relationship went south before Puff got hit with the accusation. Maybe this is not Jay-Z throwing him under the bus because of the crimes he's being accused of. It could very well be that their relationship went south. But to say y'all was never, like I said, I'm going to take the high road and I'm going to say Combs and Carter have an agreement that we ain't friends in public because I might need your help in private.
The alleged allegation against Jay pertains to this 13-year-old girl back in 2000. We don't know what's true. It's all allegedly. However, why do you think no one is questioning the story of why this 13-year-old girl was in these places and spaces at this time by themselves? Why is that not a topic of discussion? Whether he did it or not doesn't make him innocent or guilty. Why is no one saying, well, what was this girl doing alone
exactly
there in that space?
Well, for Black people, we don't care because we love to see our successful people taken down.
Wow.
So Black people don't care.
Wow.
They just want to see Jay-Z, Sean Combs, and any other rich Black person drugged through the mud because they're not rich. So that's Black people. White folks are not going to question it, pretty much for the same reason. They like to see Black people fall from grace as well. You know, for me, you have to go there. How does a 13-year-old girl get from Rochester, New York to Radio City Music Hall on September 7th? What, the year 2000 was it? Yeah. How did she get there? She said a friend drove her 5 hours. I've driven to Rochester. Frederick Douglass is buried there, so I visit Rochester regular. A 13-year-old girl got a ride from her friend from Rochester, New York to Radio City Music Hall. And the father don't remember ever picking his daughter up after she got sexually assaulted by the two biggest names in hip hop.
Wow. Why do you think, because once you get so much money, right?
Uh-huh.
I heard the only thing that beats racism is capitalism. So once you get to a certain threshold of money, it's like, why assassinate the character of a Puffy or a Jay-Z? What is the significance of it?
Well, first of all, capitalism cannot beat racism because racism invented capitalism. White people are serious about power. Black people are serious about money. It's the big difference between us. This is why a white
What's good, y'all? This OB Media. Dr. Umar goes crazy and he react to Jay-Z saying that he don't associate with Sean Combs and he and Diddy are not friends. Man, Jay-Z is such a big liar. Everyone know that you're lying. You went to Diddy party, you go everywhere with Diddy. You and Diddy are just like best friends, Bonnie and Clyde. Both of these ninjas are so close, a lot of people think that they're lovers. So when you're gonna say that shit, man, Jay-Z is just trying to protect himself and save his reputation. You know that Diddy been doing all of this stuff for a long time. There are a lot of allegations that came out with Jay-Z and Diddy, saying that they sexually assault a 13-year-old female at the VMA after party. That is just crazy work. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
Man could be worth $10 billion. You will never know it. You will never know it. A black man will be worth $10, and you think he's worth 10 million. Right?
Right.
So white people are about control.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
Control. Black people want to own things. White people want to own situations. Power bucks money every day of the week. When you hear Negroes say the only thing matter is green power, that's a politically uneducated Negro. The question is, who makes the green money? Who has the power to print the money? Power runs this world, not money. Money don't mean nothing, because when you got power, you can get anything you want. You don't even need money if you got power.
Right.
Right? Because you can make people do. Think about the bully in lunch, right? You in the lunchroom. You got your bling on, you got your money, your Jordans, right? The bully ain't got nothing. But guess what? He gonna leave the lunchroom with jewelry, Jordans, lunch. Why? Because the person with power can get anything they want.
Right.
White people are in pursuit of power. Black people in pursuit of things.
Now, I would say that you command a lot of power. I would even venture to say that taking somebody like you down would be more of a loss to the black community than taking a Jay-Z down. Only because
I agree.
You speak this message you speaking. I remember being, I don't know where I was or how old I was, but I remember I heard you speak on the Breakfast Club, and you made me want to actually do something about the shit you was talking about. You was talking about what they do to black children, how they with ADHDs and how they just misdiagnose our black children over and over again, and what the problems that it actually causes. And it was like, man, we really just have to go through that. And it made me want to do something about it. Aren't you more dangerous? Do you feel like you're in danger? Do you ever feel like your life is in danger because of your message?
I think that every black man in America is in danger and a potential political prisoner. Am I being watched? I am, because I was told that by FBI agents who are supporters of mine. They pulled me to the side and say, they're watching you. Don't get paranoid, because if they don't find nothing on you, they will make it up anyway.
Nah, that's some real shit.
I had an old lady, a senior, an elder. She came up to me. I spoke at a graduation in Philly, right? She like a sweet grandmother, right? Guess what she told me? She said, Dr. Umar, I'm an FBI agent. She said, you would never know, would you? Look like the sweetest old grandma, like she just made some sweet potato pie. And she said, you need to be careful, because they will send the type of people they know you will trust. And I trust elders. So I got to be careful with the elders.
Have they ever tried to send a white woman?
Nah, but they will use the white woman on everybody else, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Not me. They're going to send a white woman on me. But see, here's the thing that I wanted to say to that. They watch, right? But they don't really mobilize against you until you start moving the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm educating the people. I'm motivating the people. I ain't moved them yet. Once the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy is up and running, now I'm going to start moving them. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's when I got to be extra careful. That's when they want to send. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe right now that there are 4 women and 1 man that is around me who I think are agents. Yes, I will bet my life that at least 4 of them are without question agents. The behavior, things they've done, they already got people on me. They already got people on me, and I know who they are. It's easy. You can tell an agent. It's hard for them to hide. I just got to be careful, but you can't worry about it, because the Honorable Marcus Garvey said what? Leaders will come, leaders will die. The tragedy isn't that we die. The tragedy isn't the fact that Malcolm or King or Mega was murdered. The tragedy is it's been 50 years and you still ain't found a replacement.
Oh, man, that is a tragedy.
See, a big difference between black people and the other communities, they make their leaders. They train their leaders. They raise their leaders. We go to church and mosque and pray for hours.
Come on, man. Nah.
You see that?
Really?
And that's why it's been almost 50 years and you ain't got another King. You ain't got another Malcolm. It's been 100 years. You damn sure ain't had another Garvey, right? And that's our problem. You got to make leaders. The white man got leadership schools. The Asians got leadership. Where's our leadership academies? Where do you send black males or girls to be trained in the art of leading black people? Not one. Not a single HBCU specializes in the leadership of African people.
Well, my opinion on that has always been black men are scared. Once you get to a level like you, once you get to a level where you're at and you can command a crowd or money or wherever you want, it starts to change how they want the things. So the information that they was given is no longer important to, because now they have access to the things. So they scared to lose now they can get the women that they actually wanted before they started talking all the good information. Now they can get the jewelry. Now they can have access to the different events and places that they couldn't go before. Nobody actually cared about what they were talking about.
Have you ever read a small little book, any of you, or heard the audio book? It's a small book written by a Caucasian from England very long time ago, and it's called As a Man Thinketh. You familiar with it? I recommend that all y'all read As a Man Thinketh. It might take you an hour to read it. It's a small book. You can get the PDF free online. It's one of my favorite books. They actually introduced me to it in the Garvey movement. The elders will make me read it. And As a Man Thinketh, he's talking about control, mind control. And he says, the situation never makes the man. It only reveals you to yourself. The situation does not make you. It only shows who you always were. Yeah. If Dr. Umar end up with a snow bunny 20 years from now, I always wanted her.
Oh, man.
Do you feel me? I always wanted her. The opportunity just never presented itself. If Dr. Umar sells out for some money next year, I was always a sellout. I just didn't have a good enough reason to sell out then. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
Truth is consistent. If you are about what you claim to be about, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you don't change. If you change, you were never real to begin with. So I don't look at money as changing nobody.
Right.
You was already a sellout waiting to happen.
Hey, message. Let me ask you, when it comes to P. Diddy and Jay-Z, and let's just stay with Diddy, because I want to talk about, someone had brought up saying, if it wasn't for Carisha coming out.
Is that Young Miami?
Young Miami.
Okay.
If it wasn't for her getting, where Diddy showed, he's pulling up, gave her a podcast, coming to her shows and concert, letting her talk about their relationship publicly, which before he's never let anyone talk about the relationship, then Cassie probably would never been possibly scorned to even file a lawsuit against him. What would you say to that?
I could definitely see that. I could see a possibility where Cassie, out of jealousy, envy, or rage, decided to come forward because she felt Young Miami was being treated better than she was. I could see that. But you know what I could see more than that? I could see her white husband telling her, you better go get that money.
No.
Because we ain't living rich over here. And you got a whole blackmail case on this man. A button you ain't push, you gonna push it. I think her white husband sent her after Diddy to bring back the cheese.
Yeah. So how should we be treating the mixed woman?
For me, the mixed race African woman is no different than any other African woman if she identifies full time. The problem with the mixed race African, some mixed race Africans, not all, right?
Right.
The problem with some mixed race Africans is they have not yet made up their mind as to which side of the fence they want to stand. And with me, they all black. If you say I'm black, I'm riding with my daddy's blood, or I'm riding with my mama's blood, and that's African, I'm African, I don't treat them no differently than anybody in this room. It's only the ones like me and my sister Amber Rose, right? We going back and forth today.
Okay.
And Amber Rose identifies as biracial.
Yes.
Which to me means I don't want to be black.
Correct.
So until she re-Africanizes herself, she's a snow bunny.
So is it the Rosa Parks effect? Because like if you black in the back of the bus, but if you white, you can sit up here with us. So you feel like some of them don't want to actually go to the back of the bus?
Here's the problem. Correct. Here's the problem. And I sympathize with the mixed race African. Because your mother and father, out of their own selfishness, Mixed race parents of an interracial parents are selfish.
Wow.
You're selfish.
Okay.
Because you are God and you putting your seed in the devil. Or you are God and you letting the devil put his seed in you.
One way or the other.
And his child is going to grow up being split, right?
Yes.
With the DNA of the two most polarizing racial groups on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
It ain't like an Asian, a Chinese married an Indian. It ain't like a Latino married a Native American. An African married a slave master. It's completely different. And so that child has to navigate this complex political world where I'm half black, half white. Black people don't trust me, and white people will never accept me. It's selfish. Why do it to the child?
What would you say?
They suffer all kind of depression, drug abuse. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of mixed race Africans who ain't got no issues. I want to be clear.
Come on now.
Some of them are more psychologically sane than those of us who ain't mixed. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not everybody. But my mission to the mixed race brothers and sisters is to know that if you are ready to be African full time, Dr. Umar and Team Pan African will accept you with no issues. No issues.
So I have to ask
But
you.
you got to be full time. You can't be black at the Dr. Umar lecture and white with your Jewish grandparents at the bar mitzvah. I'm not accepting that.
So what would you say to the Diana Ross effect? Meaning that she had mixed race children. Then those children got with white people and had 25, 10, they're like less than 25%.
So here's my rule.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is where me and the Honorable Marcus Garvey disagree. The Honorable Marcus Garvey said one drop. Garvey said one drop. So for Garvey, if you are one drop and you claim African, you good. For me, though, and of course, that was a century ago. I'm Garvey now. For me, you got to have a one-parent rule. You feel me? One of your parents better be black. So now, if you say, what if one of the parents is mixed race? Come on. Right? Which would make the child a quadroon. Because what you're saying is you have one black grandparent. Right? Biracial, you got one black parent. Quadroon, you got one black grandparent. Octoroon, you have one black great-grandparent.
Octoroon.
Right? Now stay with me. With the quadroon, you do have an argument with me.
Okay.
You do have an argument with me.
Okay.
Because if your mixed race mother or your mixed race father was raised psychologically black, and they very much look black, as a lot of mixed race Africans do, look at Frederick Douglass. Yeah. You wouldn't know Frederick Douglass was mixed race. In his younger years, yes. But once Frederick Douglass hit 40 years old, hell, he's damn near my complexion. So you can't always tell. I know mixed race Africans you would think ain't got no white parent. You see what I'm saying? Nature knows no color line. And that's why you got to be careful about a hard rule. So for me, one parent rule, I will consider a quadroon. If somebody comes to me and say, Dr. Umar, I got one black grandparent, but I was raised black by my mixed race dad and my mixed race mom, I will consider them. Now, if somebody comes to me and they are an octoroon,
1/8.
I'm 1/8 black, unless you look like Jimi Hendrix. I don't think you passing my test.
Now,
I don't think I can rock with the octoroons. Quadroons, you got an argument. A lot of our Latino brothers and sisters are quadroon, you know. The Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans and the Cubans, you know, and my great grandfather was Cuban, by the way. You know what I mean? So they would be quadroons, many of them.
now, what about the if they have the mixed race, but they was raised by the white parent?
It don't matter because it's DNA.
Got you.
But remember now, my rule is I have a two-prong rule, right?
Right.
Because that was the conversation I had the other day about Travis Hunter and his fiance and Kendrick Lamar and his wife. And that is this, because and I did see the live, respect to Travis Hunter's fiance, I did see the live. She has a dark-skinned mother.
Right now, sister, don't
Now, whether that was a Latino African mother or an American African mother, I don't know, but she African. So she passed the biological test. Mom is chocolate.
I don't even listen to Freddie Jackson, but
So you passed the first question. But Travis Hunter's fiance got to pass the second question. Kendrick Lamar's wife got to pass the second question. You've established that you have a black parent. Now establish to me that you identify full time as black yourself. Do y'all see that? It's not enough to have a black parent. You got to identify as black full time. And if you don't, you're not a mixed race African. You a mixed race snow bunny.
How you feel about the white man that's raised in the hood and he acts so black that you would think he was black?
Okay. We need to understand something.
Man, this interview is interesting, man. Dr. Umar is on his Martin Luther King shit. He's off his racks in this one, man. So Diddy and Jay-Z been friends for a long time and been selling out the black community. He's trying to change the narrative when he's gonna come out and make a statement that he and Sean Combs are not friends. Everyone know that Jay-Z's lying. No such thing. Everyone know that both of these ninjas be best friends and doing freak off together, all type of crimes together. They be doing this shit for a long time. That's why a lot of people are saying that Jay-Z is snitching. Jay-Z is gonna be next. He's snitching on Diddy so that Diddy can be the fall guy. But all of these allegations are adding up because Jay-Z is known for being with underage girls. He did the same shit with Aaliyah. All of these ninjas are being known for running a pedophile ring. So everything what is going on with Diddy, we had to hold him accountable. He was getting out of control. He was kidnapping people, blowing up cars allegedly, doing all type of freak off. He was getting guys with BBC to smash his chick while he watch and masturbate. What type of crazy shit is that? What was Diddy on? He was on a lot of drugs and doing some stupid shit. But what he did, Cassie, that Alway, that was just some bullshit, man. That was wrong of Diddy. And we had to do something about it. So a lot of people are saying that Cassie is not a victim because she wanted to do all of the freak off. That still not give Diddy the right to treat her like that. Because Diddy got daughters. Why would you treat a next female like that, man? You was wrong for doing that shit. But everyone that was around Diddy, they wanted to be around him. They wanted to be a star. They wanted to be accepted. So most of these ninjas give up their booty, open their mouth just to be accepted. So Little Rod, when he came out and said that Diddy sexual assault him, Kirk Barrows with the same shit, Diddy did not put a gun to your head to get you to do all of those gay tapes, all of those gay shit that you have done. You have to be gay because a lot of people are saying that Kirk Barrows and Diddy been lover. He said that Diddy forced him to watch him take a shower, forced him to give him a hand job, forced him to give him head. What type of wild shit is that? No one can force me to do none of that shit. You would have to kill me. I have to lose my job because I'm not doing that shit. So all of these ninjas that trying to act like victims and try to act like girls, it's not gonna work out for you. None of these lawsuits is gonna give you a payday. So all of these ninjas are just looking money grab. But Dr. Umar is saying not giving Puffy bail is absolutely racist. But everything what Diddy done, he's a very dangerous man. So I don't think Diddy should ever get bail. He need to spend the time for all of the crime that he did. He was really out of control. We got zero tolerance for bullshit in the black community. So all of these ninjas need to get canceled. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. For blessed day.
I am dying to talk about this because this is something that I'm actually quite passionate about. So let's talk about the tattoo on Diddy's back. So in 2017, Diddy unveiled his full back tattoo. And this is what it looks like. Now, this is the picture of a Haitian Noir who goes by Erzeli Dantor. Diddy's back tattoo, Erzeli Dantor. When sharing the ink, Diddy captioned the reveal, and I quote, "I got the front and she's got my back." Over time, observers speculated that the design is actually inspired or for Erzeli Dantor, a figure in Haitian voodoo sometimes depicted reminiscent in the style of a black Madonna. Erzeli Dantor is associated with motherhood, feminine strength, protection of women, and marginalized communities, and justice. In voodoo, Erzeli Dantor is a fierce protector of women and children. So why would someone like Diddy get this law tatted on his back? Now, these are just my theories. My first theory is he's looking for protection from the consequences of his own actions. Erzeli Dantor is a warrior, right? So he probably did this looking for protection from the backlash by showing that he is a devotee, thinking that the law is going to pay it forward. But the irony here is that Dantor doesn't protect abusers. She defends victims. After watching the Diddy documentary on Netflix, it is no doubt to me that this man is power hungry. He's looking for power from all sources. So it's not a stretch to me that he would be looking for quite literal spiritual power. It's possible that he started to dig into spiritual systems to maintain power. Dontor is also known for raw primal force, vengeance, domination, almost being impossible to defeat. And he might mark himself with her image, hoping. Spiritually, he appears untouchable. That would intimidate rivals. That is a force that can scare away both human and spiritual enemies. And we know, based on the documentary, he needed that at the time. Knowing Diddy's past, it's possible that he may have thought that he was one of the children that Erzulie protects. However, his current life literally contradicted her values. And my last theory is that was his desperate attempt to redirect karma. But when karma's catching up, enemies are exposing them, our empire is starting to crumble, Erzulie Dontor, who represents justice, truth, protection of the innocent, punishment of the abuser, someone like Diddy, who genuinely probably believes that he's innocent in all of this, thinks that he falls into that category. And sometimes these spirits taunt you. They look for you. He probably messed with somebody who had an Erzulie spirit. In my theory, allegedly. He caught the spirit, became infatuated, thought that the spirit was here to protect him, bring him justice. However, you can consider him tricked, as she was there all along to out him and to protect the victims. Diddy is not a victim. He is an abuser. It is no coincidence that after he got that tattoo, well, that was the beginning of the end for Diddy.